Biddle's busy day. Bram loved the garden. He loved the red clay tulips and the smell of the damp earth. But whenever he heard a bee-zee-zee-zee-zee-zee-zee, Bram would scramble inside. To Bram, that sound meant a tiny, fuzzy creature with a very sharp point. He stayed far away from the flowers where the buzzy things lived. Floating near a cluster of daisies was Biddle. Biddle was a bee, but he wasn't interested in poking anyone. He was a master gardener with a very important job to do. Biddle wore a tiny, knitted texture clay scarf and had large, friendly eyes that twinkled in the sun. He moved from flower to flower with a happy hum. One afternoon, Bram was hiding behind a giant sunflower. He peeked through the leaves and saw Biddle land right in front of him. Bram froze, his heart thumping like a drum. But Biddle didn't look angry at all. He looked like he was dancing. Biddle wiggled his bottom and dived headfirst into the center of the sunflower. "Hello there," Biddle seemed to hum. He popped his head out, covered in bright yellow dust. Bram realized it wasn't just dirt. It was pollen. Biddle had tiny baskets on his back legs, and they were overflowing with the golden powder. Biddle looked very proud of his heavy cargo. Biddle flew to a nearby apple blossom and shook his wings. The yellow dust drifted down like magic glitter. "I'm a messenger," Biddle's movements explained. "I carry the secrets from one flower to another so they can grow big and strong. Without my magic dust, the trees would be bare." Bram crept closer, forgetting to be afraid. He watched as Biddle visited a patch of tiny white flowers. Bram knew these flowers. They were where the strawberries grew in the summer. He realized that if Biddle didn't visit them, there wouldn't be any sweet, red treats for him to eat later. "You're not trying to hurt me, are you?" Bram whispered. Biddle paused and did a little loop-de-loop in the air. He was far too busy making sure the earth stayed green and the cupboard stayed full to worry about poking a friend. Biddle was a hero in a fuzzy yellow sweater. Bram saw that Biddle looked a little tired. Being a hero is hard work. Bram found a large, flat leaf and placed a single sparkling drop of water on it. He pushed it gently toward the bee. Biddle landed softly and took a long, refreshing drink, his tiny clay antennae twitching with thanks. The sun began to set, turning the garden into a world of orange and gold clay. Biddle waved a tiny leg at Bram and began his flight home. He was heading back to the hive, a great golden house where all his friends lived together, turning their hard work into sweet, sticky honey. Now, when Bram hears a bee-zee-zee-zee-zee-zee-zee-zee in the garden, he doesn't run away. He smiles and looks for his fuzzy friends. He knows the bees are the tiny heartbeats of the earth, keeping the flowers bright and the fruit sweet. Bram and Biddle are part of the same big, beautiful world.